Matt Lenihan for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings We Are Here, world champion Caroline Dubois. Another opportunity for you to extend your professional record Saturday night, to kick the year off in style. You look in great shape today. I know weighing tomorrow, but how are you feeling coming into this new year?
I feel really good. January is always an early start. You know, some people dislike it because it's straight off Christmas, but I've been disciplined this camp. I've been disciplined over Christmas. I stayed true to the diet, and the weight is well on track.
Do you find it hard over the Christmas period? Is it difficult? I speak to Callum quite a lot, and I know he loves his food, but I've seen him in the gym, he's working. Do you find it hard, or is it just a case of just the norm for me, like this is my life?
It is. I take this as a full-time job and a very good, well-paying job, so you have to put a little bit more dedication and hard work towards it. So this is my job, this is what I do. You know, you're not allowed to slack at work, so I don't slack.
Look, you made an incredible statement on boxing last year. I don't want to say women's boxing, I mean boxing in general. The performances were standout. You had some big occasions. What's this year about for you? Is it just adding more belts to the collection? Is it about the names? Or does that go hand in hand? How do you look at this year and go, you know what, when we're talking in 12 months' time, I want to say I've done this, and this, then I'm good?
Yeah, I think 12 years' time, 12 months time, I would love to be able to say I'm undisputed world champion. That's the goal for me. That's the ball point.
Yeah.
I would be upset if I don't hit that. So yeah, big fights, big nights, and let's make it happen.
I spoke to Jessica Camara, experienced, been around. She said, look, I've done this the hard way. That's why coming to backyards is not a problem. I've done that before. And that's where she said she thinks maybe her experience of not letting the occasion over Aurora. Where do you see your advantages in this fight against Jessica Camara?
I've got a lot of experience as well. You know, I'm a very experienced amateur. Turning pro, I haven't fought easy fights. I've made them maybe look like, oh, they're not that good. But these girls, you know, Bagali, Yanina Lascano, all these women, they're former world champions, fought for world titles, beating good people. They're good challenges. And I think for me, Jessica is a tryhard. When I look at her, I just see a tryhard. You know, she's game, fit. She has the mentality of I'm going to be a road warrior, and I'm not afraid to be that. But when I look at her, I just see a tryhard, and I know I'm better than a tryhard.
What was happening on stage? I saw you sort of exchange a little bit. I wasn't expecting any needle at all from anyone, actually, just because of how the card's been built. But what was said? Because I couldn't quite hear everything over people talking.
No, there's no needle in a sense, but listen, these are my belts, and she's coming here to England to take them off me. So it's not needle. It's like, this is mine, and you know, you have to really bring something different to take that, and I'm not just going to let anyone just come here to my country and take that off me.
Do you know, I see a lot of great athletes over the years. I saw the Michael Jordan documentary, and he said, I believe, I'm not going to quote him by the way, but something along the lines of he used to like almost make stuff up in his head, like when you're going against that opponent, or he said this, she said that, even when you haven't, just to motivate them. Do you look at this girl who's coming over here, maybe calm, maybe used to coming to it, and go, do you have to install that mentality, and you're going, what, she's going to come over here? She's going to take all this that I've worked for. Do you have to sort of rev yourself up like that maybe whilst you're waiting for maybe bigger names kind of thing?
Listen, I'm on a trajectory for myself and what my team around me expect me. They expect me to be undisputed. They expect me to be in big fights with the likes of Alicia and the likes of Terry Harper. They expect me to hit here. And Jessica Camara is coming forward like a pebble in my shoe, trying to mess me up. You know, she's trying to disrupt me, trying to disrupt myself, my own games, my own legacy, and I'm not going to let that fly.
I know you're not looking past that. You can tell you're always locked in every time I speak to you. You're in that zone. But if you could map out, providing you do what you think you can do on Saturday night, which will be winning at all costs, points, knockout, the rest of this year, I know you've been very vocal. Like, I know at the start you were doing your thing, you were like, look, I'll fight her, let's just get this on, you Katie Taylors of the world, everybody. Is that the plan after this fight, to say, look, Katie Taylor, you mentioned there, I think Terry Harper, all these girls, let's stop messing around, let's make these fights, because I know you're keen to create a legacy. Belts are great, but you want your name etched up there, and when we're seeing Taylor and Serrano have all them viewers, it's time to capitalise for yourself as well with Boxer and Sky.
Definitely. You said it, I want big fights after this, you know, I want unifications. Terry Harper's got a belt, and I know Katie Taylor vacated the belt, and I know there's another belt with Beatrice Ferreira. So all those are good fights, and I want to be undisputed, so I have to throw myself into those fights.
Do you care who it is, or is it just the belts? Because obviously there's the names there, and it comes with, I suppose, maybe different purses when you look at the finances. But do you look and go, I see a name, I see a belt, just bring them to me kind of thing? Does it matter to you?
I think it matters, when you find somebody who's got a good name and a good reputation and a good, ability, and they've achieved a lot themselves to get in the ring with these people. You beat them, you kind of take their spot, you take their status, and so a name is always good.
Last one from me. Women's boxing, but boxing as a whole has grown over the past few years. What would you say to any sort of young female who sees you as an inspiration and says, oh look where Caroline started, look where she is? Any young male obviously who watches you as well, because you have a huge audience. What would you say to these people who go, you know what, I want to turn pro, I want to do this? What advice would you give?
As cliche as it sounds, to keep working hard, keep in your mind and your eye where the goal is, and keep aiming for that every day. Every day you get up, if it's to be a world champion or a national champion or whatever it is, like, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind on the good days, and especially keep it in mind on the bad days.
What does it mean that you're sort of inspiring this next generation? It must mean a lot to you when you look and maybe see some of the comments from people and you go, you know what, it's crazy. Belts aside and all that, when you see what the positive effect it has, it must mean a lot to you.
It is, it's crazy. I don't know when the change happened from me being just a young kid to now being a role model. It happened so quick. But with that, as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility, and I'm in a position where people look up to me now, and so I can't just conduct myself in a certain way. I have to conduct myself in a way that's respectful and for young women and guys to look up to and say, I want to be like Caroline, or I want to be better than Caroline. So.
Caroline, always a pleasure catching up with you when we get the chance. We look forward to seeing you do your thing on Saturday night. It's a good fight and wish you all the best.
All the best, thank you.